Good, everybody. So man, this is actually my first official day on the motorcycle publicly. I've been riding like off camera and stuff quite a lot, trying to dial in this Windshield or this Memphis Shades Road Warrior quarter fairing. I've taken this thing to get serviced Saturday. It's Monday, but all is not what it appears. I don't have the same windshield on the motorcycle that when I first put this on last week. This is not the same windshield, but I'll get into that in 1 second and why you shouldn't buy the 11-inch. But first I have to clear something up that okay, sorry, I got distracted. Okay, well, first I have to clear something up. So last week I said I was disappointed in my Harley Davidson dealership by not contacting me within 3 weeks, which now I have to correct that and say, well, they actually did attempt to try to contact me within the 3 weeks. And how I know this is I got a phone call literally that same week, last week, stating that they had left a voicemail, which I can believe. I never got that voicemail, but I can believe they attempted to call me because, well, I have a different area code than the local area code here. So I'm out of towner, haven't changed my area phone number from my hometown. So yeah, I can understand it, and they've actually done that before. So, and also more evidence of I know that they tried was because when I talked to the young lady, she expressed her concerns about getting the old quarter fairing back to Harley Davidson. She only had this week only to get it to them. So I was like, oh crap, okay, I can believe that you guys really tried to call me. And so I have some blame in it, right? I didn't change my phone number. I've been in California for 6 years now. I still have the same phone number because it's convenient. I think a lot of people do that. You don't change your phone number because, listen, it's a hassle to freaking sit here and give out your phone number to every contact you know you have. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, yes, they did contact me within 3 weeks, and they gave me a call the last time, which was this past week, and said, hey, your quarter fairing's been here for a while. We want to just make sure you still want it. And I'm like, heck yeah, I still want it. I paid, in my mind, I'm like, I paid for a working product and it broke. I want a new one. Gives me another option. But anyways, yes, I got it. It's in the garage. I have to apologize for my comments, saying I was disappointed. And I wasn't really disappointed. I kind of figured something was going on, and I knew that the part was back ordered. So, oh well, it is what it is. Everything's great. My local Harley Davidson dealership has always been great to me. I've never had one, I've never had one disappointing, I've never had a disappointing visit. It's always great. They're always welcoming. I mean, they're super helpful. They're always like super energetic, always happy to see you, remember your name. And I don't know how they do it, how they remember all these people's names, but they do. When I'm there, you can tell that they genuinely care, and they always remembering people's names. And it's no different for me. They always remember my name. Almost everyone there remembers my name, and I can see that they do that with everyone that they come in contact with. They always remember their names. But anyways, okay, let's move on to the subject at hand, and this is the Memphis Shades Road Warrior quarter fairing. Now, when I put this thing on, I did that little tiny, small video. I bought the 11-inch. I'm here to tell you, do not buy the 11-inch. In my opinion, again, my opinion, let's see what this guy's going to do. Okay. In my opinion, I would say start with the 13-inch. Now, unless you're like 4'9", 5'1", I would say 11 inches is probably perfect for you. Maybe. I would even say no, just go ahead and go for 13, because if you're 5'1", the 11 inch, well, I mean the 13 inch would be like a 15 inch to me. But anyways, that 11 inch windscreen, that same day I made that video, oh my god, I took it out that night just to get an idea of like, okay, am I gonna get any wind buffeting? So yeah, I went to test that out, and damn, man, that was no bueno, bro. Like, it was crazy amount of wind buffeting. Like, my head was shaking violently. So I say, listen, if you're 5'4", I'm 5'5", and I say if you're over 5'4", don't even look at the 11 inch unless you're going to be going less than 45 miles an hour, because I got no wind buffeting at 45 miles an hour. But as soon as I hit remotely close to 50 miles an hour, holy moly, man, the wind buffeting wasn't bad at 50, but it was noticeable. Okay, you hit 65 in highway speeds, yeah, it was, I had a headache, and I only rode for 3 or 4 minutes on the highway and had to jump off because it was just too much, man. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was so disappointed. But that has more to do with me not actually doing my homework and understanding what height I actually needed. So I got a 13 inch. What I did was I ordered it like literally that same night that I put it on. I ordered a 13 inch immediately because I said there's no way I can't run one day on this. Like, I can't ride one day with this 11 inch windscreen. It's just not possible. It would not be an enjoyable ride. So I went out, overnighted a 13 inch. That's what you're seeing right now, and it is it's better. Is it perfect? No. Now with the 11 inch, I was trying all the different angles, because with the Memphis Shades Road Warrior, you can actually change the angle of your quarter fairing here to where you can angle it, you know, front, back, pull it back, push it forward, angle it to where it has a little angle. I tried everything. I've been doing the same thing with this. I've kind of got it dialed in to where I don't get as much, or I get very little wind buffeting. I still get wind buffeting with the 13 inch, but there was nothing I could do with the 11 inch. And that's what I want to say. That's why I'm recommending right now, because I had someone ask me, or not really ask me, they said they were going between the 11 inch and 13 inch. It wasn't a question, they just made a statement. And I said, whoa, no, stick with 13 and above. And that's what I'm saying right now. If you are looking at Memphis Shades Road Warriors, or any type of this style quarter fairing with a larger windshield, do 13 inches or above. 15 if you absolutely want no wind buffeting, which I'm not saying that you won't have wind buffeting, I'm not sure, but I get very little wind buffeting at 13 inches for the windshield here. I am about to go purchase once again another windshield from Memphis Shades, the 15 inch. So I'm going to have the 11 inch, the 13 inch, and in probably the next few days the 15 inch, because I feel like the 15 inch might be that sweet spot. And I'm going to leave the angle of my quarter fairing right where it's at, so that way, because I know the angle is pretty good, because I've tried every angle on this quarter fairing, even with this 13 inch, and I've got it to where it's barely just a little bit of wind buffeting with this 13 inch. And I think my seat height has a lot to play with this too, because if I'm not mistaken, this seat is maybe an inch or two taller than my original seat. This is the Sundowner seat. It's not much. It's maybe an inch or a half an inch taller than the other seat, because if I'm not mistaken, this is somewhat of a touring seat. If I'm not mistaken, I could be completely wrong on that, but yeah, man, don't get the 11 inch, 13 or 15. I'm about to order the 15 inch, so when I ride down to San Francisco, I'll be able to ride comfortably and not have so much wind buffeting. Now that comes to my one little gripe with this quarter fairing. Man, it sucks because of the wind buffeting. This thing looks amazing, but it's also a testament to how great that Harley-Davidson quarter fairing is, and how you get so much clean air. No, does it block all the wind from your face? Absolutely not. But the wind is so much cleaner on that quarter frame from Harley Davidson. You can tell it's meant for that bike, but to me, it just doesn't look as good as the Memphis Shades Road Warrior. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. It looks really good if that's the first thing you see. You would think, yeah, that looks good on that bike. And it does. But when you put it up against the Memphis Shades and the same style of quarter frame from other brands, I would prefer this style of quarter frame. I just do. Now, the only drawback to that is, guess what? You get a little bit more wind buffeting, or you get some wind buffeting. Whereas the Harley Davidson one, I didn't get any wind buffeting. I got a bunch of clean air. Yes, was it more wind in my helmet? Yes, but it was clean air to where I wasn't really getting a lot of wind buffeting. It was just clean air hitting my chest and my head, which, you know, I look back on it now, I'm like, it wasn't so bad. But now, the difference between the 11 and 13 inch is when you get the wind buffeting. So with this quarter frame, the 13 inch, like, okay, no, with the 11 inch, I got wind buffeting starting at 40 miles an hour. Now with this quarter frame, the 13 inch, I get wind buffeting around 65, 70, 75, you know, that's when it really starts to get really noticeable, around 75, 80, which, you know, oh yeah, I do ride at those speeds on the highway. But for the most part, I stay around 70, which is tolerable. I can tolerate 70 miles an hour on the highway and kind of maintain, you know, with the traffic. You know, obviously anything below that on a highway that's 65 or 70 miles an hour is, yeah, you're gonna be a target for someone that's not paying attention. But I do notice, man, with this 13 inch, the sound inside of my helmet is way less. And even compared to the Harley Davidson quarter frame for the 2020 Lowrider S, the sound is different. Like, it's night and day. Yes, you have to deal with the wind buffeting with the Memphis Shades quarter frame, with the 13 inch and the 11 inch, but the sound that comes through your helmet is night and day. It is definitely blocking a heck of a lot more wind. I mean, it's night and day for sure. So I'm not disappointed in buying the Memphis Shades quarter frame. I'm just trying to work out the little kinks. I'm trying to get that angle right, and the angle might change again when I get that 15 inch quarter of the windscreen. It's definitely probably going to change again, so I can make sure I get absolutely no wind buffeting. And basically what I'm trying to do is push the wind farther back, right? So it's not that violent little whip around right on my helmet. If I can push it farther back to where it's not on me and maybe farther back behind the motorcycle, I'll be great. It'll be good. So that's what I'm gonna do. And that's it, guys. That's my 2 cents. If you're looking for someone to tell you, hey, 11 or 13 inch, I say start with 13. Don't look at their 9 inch or 11 inch unless you're super small, or unless you're like literally not gonna be doing anything but highway riding, I mean city riding, less than 45 miles an hour. I would say 13 or above. Don't even look at the 11 inch. 13 to 15 windshield height. That's my 2 cents. Just wanted to make a quick little video and kind of explain. Listen, I had to switch to a 13 inch before I even made a video. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you like. I'll check you guys in the next video. More riding content is coming. It's been raining lately and I have school with my little girl, so I haven't been riding as much as I want to. And I just discovered I needed a new back tire. I've only had this motorcycle for 7 months, but it is what it is. I'm gonna be spending a few $100s on a brand new back tire here soon. All right, peace. Check you guys in the next video.